Cisco Webex Calling Configuration. For the anynode and Cisco Webex calling peering, it is required to create a new SIP trunk and dial plan in Cisco's Webex Control Hub. An example will be given in the next subsections. For the configurations, log into the Cisco Webex Control Hub. Following up, we would like to provide you with a summary of key topics that will help you configure and manage the integration of Cisco Webex calling. Set up the anynode trunk. Start by adding a SIP trunk and configuring any node as a SIP trunk with a valid and public reachable fully qualified domain name. Set up the dial plan for the anynode trunk. Configure a dial rule for the anynode SBC SIP trunk and verify the call routing. SIP trunk status. After completing all the required anynode and Cisco configurations, check the trunk status of any node to ensure that everything is working correctly. You can find more details about this in Cisco's Webex Help Center. Set up the anynode trunk. Please be aware that this video exclusively covers the trunk configuration and doesn't provide details on other configurations like locations or users. To configure the anynode SBC trunk, follow these steps. Go to the trunk configuration by clicking on Calling in the section Services. Click then on Call Routing. Click on Add Trunk. In the Add Trunk dialog, choose your designated location. Specify the trunk name. And ensure to select certificate-based as the trunk type. As the device type, select the Cisco Unified Border element. Set the claimed and verified enterprise session border controller address, which, in this case, is sbc6.lab.anynode.de at port 5061. Ensure that you set the maximum number of concurrent calls to 250. And activate dual identity support. Once you've configured everything correctly, your trunk will be created successfully. Click on Save. Make sure that the Webex Calling Edge Proxy Address, FQDN, and the Webex Calling Edge Proxy Address, SRV, is set as expected. Ensure that this address FQDN is accurately configured as a SIP proxy server, URI, in the Cisco Webex calling node, as demonstrated in the guided setup example in the proxy section. Please note that the refresh interval in the Cisco Webex Control Hub is set to 5 minutes, so changes in the trunk info state might take some time to reflect. You can check the trunk status later, and you can find an example in the SIP trunk status online chapter. Set up the dial plan for the anynode trunk. The dial rule for the anynode SBC trunk can be set in the dial plan's configuration. Click on Create Dial Plan. The dial plan name is set to sbc6.lab.anynode.de. Here we show two examples with a dial pattern reference to the anynode SIP trunk. Click on Save. Verify your SIP trunk and dial plan configurations for the anynode peering by selecting a call source or destination to ensure proper call routings. In our example, if the number matches the dial pattern, a call from the Cisco Webex user Jim is accurately routed to our anynode routing destination SBC6. SIP trunk status. Here we show an example of anynode SIP trunk details in an online state. Click on your newly created SIP trunk to open the trunk details. Click on Manage to view the SIP trunk status. If the status stays offline, some hints, for instance, SIP options, DNS, or TLS, may be given in this dialog. Congratulations! You have now familiarized yourself with the core features in the Cisco Webex Control Hub and can autonomously add any node as a session border controller. All further configurations will be carried out in the anynode front end, and we will guide you through these in the following chapters.